friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do the detailed review of the new budget offering from Infinix, the Infinix Hot 8. So Infinix Hot 8 is one of those devices which offer really good hardware at a really good pricing as well. So this device comes with a 5000 mAh capacity battery, 464GB storage. It's powered by the Helio P22 octa-core processor. It has a triple rear camera setup, a large HD plus resolution display, and the pricing is 699, even though the pricing is valid only for a couple of months, but still it's a really good pricing. 699, you get a 464 variant and a triple rear cameras, large capacity battery. So how good is the device for the price segment? That's what we are going to analyze in this video. So let's get started. First step, let's have a look at the design and build quality. Now looking at the front panel design, you can see that this has the water drop notch included, so that makes the device a pretty good looking device. The bezels are kept to minimal. The bottom bezels are also quite good for a phone which is in the budget segment. Now the power and volume keys are on the right side. The left side houses the SIM tray, and the back panel has this gradient kind pattern. It is it's slightly greenish and black color, and this is having a triple rear cameras. It's a 13 megapixel primary camera, low LED sensor, quad LED flash. It also has a fingerprint scanner, Infinix branding. So overall, in terms of looks, we would say this device definitely looks good with the plastic material. Even though it's plastic, it feels quite good for the budget segment. So we are quite impressed with what Infinix has offered in this price segment. It's definitely a good looking device out there. Now talking about the display, it's an HD plus resolution display, and this is definitely one of the good aspects. You can see a lot of smartphones offering HD plus resolution display in this price segment, but it is a large display. It's a 6.52 inches display. It is having 720p resolution. 720p by 1600 is the display resolution. You can also see that the display has this notch included, which looks quite good. It's a water drop notch, and the display quality also looks pretty good. You can see that viewing angles are also acceptable. The brightness levels is impressive. We have seen most of the Infinix smartphones providing good displays. You can also see that the display on this device is also pretty good. So overall, there's nothing much to complain about this display, because it's offered in a good price segment as well. So that's the display aspect of the Infinix Hot 8. Now next, let's move on to the software. So this device is powered by the Android 9.0, and we have the XOS on this device. So this is an UI which we have seen on all the Infinix smartphones, so it is quite good here. It offers a plethora of options, including support for themes. We have a lot of gestures and action supported. You can see that there are lots of gestures supported. Then there is a gaming mode included, and there is also smart panel available. Then some really useful features are included on this UI. So it's a feature rich UI, but then you get a bit of clutter here and there. You can also see that there are lots of apps installed, pre-installed, some of which you can uninstall, but then the UI is slightly messy in terms of the arrangement, but then we feel Infinix could have done a slightly better job here. But then it's not a bad UI, but it does offer really good features as well. Now talking about the performance, so this is powered by the Helio P22 octa-core processor, which is a quite decent chipset, and for the budget segment it's quite acceptable. It has 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of storage being offered. Now in terms of day-to-day performance, we feel that there is this minor glitch here and there, because the UI was not really very responsive to all the tasks it was put to. Even multitasking was not really smooth, but still 4GB RAM does give an advantage here, and decent performance you can expect, but it's definitely not a device for heavy tasks like multitasking with a lot of apps or games. That's not possible. You can see some minor hiccups here and there when you switch between apps, and also this UI is not the best experience. You can see some clutter here and there. So that's the performance. Now gaming is not a strength of this device, but you can still game with this device. We have done a detailed gaming video where we have shown PUBG Mobile on this device. So you can definitely play games, but with lower graphics, and may not be the best experience, but still it has a large 5000 mAh capacity battery. Should be good enough for casual gaming. Now the device also has a face unlock and fingerprint scanner, which is quite good and implemented pretty well on this device. Now this also comes with the Dirac surround sound system, so the sound output is also pretty good on the phone. Now moving on to the quad quality. So we tried with a dual SIM card, and we didn't see any sort of issues here. The call quality was pretty good. The signal strength also was quite acceptable for the price segment. Now next, let's talk about the cameras. So this device has a triple rear camera. It has a primary 13 megapixel camera. Then we have a secondary depth sensor. The primary camera is at f-stop 1.8 aperture. There is also a dedicated low light sensor. Quad LED flash is included, and this is pretty good camera combination, especially for the budget segment. This is pretty good, and what it does is it provides pretty good low light experience. That's why we have a dedicated low light sensor included as well. Now the front camera is a selfie camera, is an 8 megapixel shooter, which is again quite good. Now we have done a detailed camera review of this device. Found the camera to be pretty good. It is quite surprising performance. In fact, it does a pretty good job in daylight conditions. Portrait mode is also acceptable. More or less, it is one of the good cameras available for the 7K price segment, and you won't be disappointed with the cameras on the Infinix Hot 8. So in case you're looking for the camera in the budget segment, this is definitely a good device, and you can also check out our detailed video on the camera review to find out how good the camera performance is. Now finally, moving on to the battery life. So the phone comes with a 5000 mAh large capacity battery, which is really good capacity for a budget smartphone. So you can use the device for almost like 2 days with really good screen on time as well. So battery is one of the strong points of the Infinix Hot 8. So you won't be disappointed with battery life. And if you're a person who travels a lot, this is definitely one of the good smartphones available with excellent battery life. So that is a detailed review of the Infinix Hot 8. So how good is the device for 6999? So we would say that at 6999 this is a really good deal from Infinix, especially with 4GB RAM being offered. Then you also get triple rear cameras, 5000 mAh capacity battery, so everything at a really good pricing. So the advantages of using the device is that it has a great battery life, good cameras, decent performance, and good displays all around, and overall the pricing is really good. 4GB RAM offered at this price segment. Now the downsides of the device or the cons include performance is slightly sluggish, especially with the heavy multitasking, but again at 6999 you can't expect a really terrific performance, and also gaming is kind of average at its best, because this Helio P22 is not really a powerful chipset, but again that is acceptable for the price segment. And also the software has few bloatwares, few of which can be uninstalled and few cannot be uninstalled. So that is a detailed review of the Infinix Hot 8. So at 6999 pricing, it's a really good smartphone if you are not really worried about a great gaming or performance. So that's it for this video. This is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.